So hello guys, welcome to Max Opacity. So last week, I think on the 1st of June, Ukraine launched a massive attack deep inside of Russia and destroyed a lot of their military planes. So yesterday being Sunday, I had a little bit of time on my hand and I decided to make a quick visualization of the attack also. So this is just a simple visualization of the attack and I decided to share it with you guys. So this will be more like a breakdown and not a step-by-step tutorial. So I'll just be taking you guys through what I've done and for you to see. So, and if you want the project file and the assets, please let me know in the comment section so I can share it. So let's get into it. So for this breakdown tutorial, I'll be taking you through step by step and maybe each layer by layer and telling you what I did there. So we'll first start with our main Goolayers comp. So I created this map, of course, in Goolayers, and I drew a field of Ukraine here, which is very small, not really, doesn't really show much, just a kind of dull blue or purple, I don't know this color. Then a map of Russia, then the field of Russia, So for the field of Russia, I reduced the opacity down to 24 and changed the mode from normal to overlay. And I also did the same thing for Ukraine here, change the opacity to 80, then change the mode to darken. So for our main world layer here, for our main Goolayers comp here, I also did a quick animation, which I zoomed in close to where the attack happened, one of the places where the attack happened. And you can also see here that I created a fill for it and also a white stroke around it. So the main layer here also have this tint effect, just a black and white tint effect on this part here, you can see here. So this is our main layer here with this zoom in and tint effect. That's what I added there. And Ukraine fill, Russia fill, and a fill for the part of the place that was attacked. I can't pronounce the name, and a stroke around it. Then next, I zoomed in close and I added these planes here that I downloaded from Free Picks. So the plane is actually 3, but I duplicated them, then rotated them. These ones on top here I did the rotation 180 so that they are facing each other. It's just like it would maybe be on a tarmac or something like that. So these are the planes, and I also parented all the layers to the world map anchor so that when I zoom in, it stays with the map, it zooms with the map like that. So these planes are here like this. So these 6 layers here for the planes. Then moving up, I also imported these drones here. Before we move on to the drones part, you can see here that I have this truck that I animated coming into the map like this, driving into the map. So the truck comes in and the truck has 2 layers. So there's a first layer on top of it, which is the main truck. Then this one at the bottom, which I added a fill effect and changed the fill to ash. So why I did this was that because I wanted to kind of visualize the top of the truck opening, so I added the max. So I drew a max here. Let me see if I can bring that up. So I animated the max, which is closed then opening, as you can see here. So kind of visualize as if there's a ramp opening the top of the truck here. So why I added the fill below, so that it's kind of dark inside, which the truck would be inside. So that's it. So after that, I added these drones. It's just one drone, but I duplicated them a bunch of times. And what I did was that I scaled it. So it starts small, it comes up small, then zooms and scales, then become larger. Then I also animated them going across our map here and across our planes like this. And also you notice that, let me go in real quick, that the blades of our drones here are spinning. So when I downloaded this from Free Picks, I had to go into Adobe Illustrator to separate each of the layers. So this is the main layer here, and each of the blades are on a separate layer. Each of the fans or blades, whichever one you want to call it, are on a separate layer. And I made sure that the anchor point is in the middle here. It's in the middle. Then I did the rotation, which you can see here. So I did a rotation, a keyframe rotation from this point here to around and 1 second 15 frames forward. Then after that, I also added a quick expression to it, this loop out expression, so it keeps spinning down to the length of the layer, so it will continue to spin in loop till the layer is exhausted. So that's what I did there. So I pre-comped everything, then duplicated them, so everything, you can see that the fans are spinning right here, like you saw in the beginning of and I also added a drop shadow effect to it. So you see there's a drop kind of a shadow effect as if the sun is coming from, I think, the east. Maybe it's an early morning, it's a morning or 11 or so, but you can see that there's a drop shadow and the shadow is behind them. So I had to change the distance, the softness, and the opacity to match what I wanted. So once we begin to move closer, and once we get closer to the planes, I imported this explosion from Vecteezy. So this is actually a green screen explosion. So I removed the green screen from it, then kept then I adjusted some of this to get what I wanted. So I positioned them so that when a drone like this first one goes across, because the drones didn't actually destroy all of the planes, some of them were taken down, but so you can see that when this one here is going across this first plane here, it dropped a bomb. Then so for this one and this one, like that. So this was just a quick animation I did, and once you want to create your own, you can take your time to polish it. And I also made these drones fly out of our frame of view like this. So that's it. And I also added some sound effects. I added more sound effects. I added more sound effects when I rendered this out and took it down to Premiere Pro to add maybe the truck and the drone sounds and everything. But in After Effects, the only thing I did was just the explosion sound. So this is just a breakdown of what I've done. So thanks for watching.